New young pizza guy here. Let's make a pepperoni pizza together. It's going to be a sourdough pizza dough. We're going to use low moisture whole milk mozzarella. We're going to use some cheap pepperoni. We're going to use some spicy jalapenos. And we're going to make it right now. Okay, so the dough that I normally make, it's a 70% hydration sourdough pizza dough. This batch right here is about 25% 00 flour, and the rest is bread flour. And we were in kind of a hurry last night, so I didn't actually let it sit at room temperature for a couple of hours. If you watch my dough video, bing, or is it if you watch my dough video, bing, it tells you about the whole process. I break it down. So anyway, I didn't actually leave it out at room temperature, and that makes a difference because right now we're dealing with a little bit of some kind of, little deflated, like not as risen or as nice and round as they normally would be, but that's fine. It's still gonna taste great. Watch the video. Learn from my mistakes. So usually I can take these out by hand, but I'm gonna use this little goose foot today. Isn't that nice? Whoop. All right, so from here, I have this large vessel full of flour right here. And this is the same flour that I use in the dough, it's just bread flour. I'm gonna flip it over and kind of work my way around the edge here to form a crust and to push whatever air is actually in the dough right now, which is not looking like much, toward the edge. Make a crust. Flip it over. Do it again. And I'm trying to push out any air bubbles that might exist on the inside. So I'm going to shake the excess flour off. Do that on the surface that I'm going to be working on. Keeps things from sticking. And then toss it down. And then from here, kind of do the same thing, but on a flat surface. And I'm giving it even pressure, hard enough so that I could actually kind of feel the surface beneath it. Okay? Pick it up, toss back and forth a couple of times. This dough is very relaxed, but you can see it's still strong. And then down, so we're about that big. It's looking good. Let me give it one more. A little zhuzh. Okay. Down on the surface. Somewhat round. Okay, this is my sauce. This is Bianco DiNapoli crushed tomatoes with about 1% salt. It's like 9 grams of salt for that whole can. There's already a little bit of salt in it, so I don't add too much more. You don't want it too salty. But that's it. It's just the tomatoes and the sauce. Tomatoes, it's just the tomatoes and the salt. Okay, this is a 2-ounce ladle. And work your way from the center to the outer rim. Fill in the gaps. Try to bring it all the way out to the outside. And this is kind of, this is like a more of a Neapolitan style pizza, but because of the way that the dough is behaving right now, it's going to turn out more like a little miniature New York style. And I'm fine with that. Pips.
Excuse you.
I get nervous on camera. They're usually harder to open than that. Okay. Nice, decent stack. However many you want, It's your world.
Pepperoni first?
Yeah. Peps first. And then we're gonna do jalapenos. And again, you can do it however you want. You want cheese first? Go cheese first. I'm doing this one so that the cheese kind of melts over the toppings, you know? If you want to have your toppings get nice and crispy, like these aren't those cup and char pepperonis. They're not the ones that cup up, so you know it doesn't really matter as long as they get heated up. They're gonna be fine, and they will. Okay, that's plenty. Cheap cheese, low moisture, whole milk. We're just gonna sprinkle a little bit over the surface. Okay, and usually I sprinkle or I drizzle a little bit of olive oil over the top, but pepperoni is an oily meat. It's an oily thing. You don't need any extra oil on this. You don't need any extra oil on this pizza.
One more time.
You don't need any extra oil on this pizza. Pepperoni is oily enough as it is. Okay, from here, so we're trying to work fast. I'm talking a lot. Hopefully nothing weird happens, but if it does, I'll show you how to fix it. Okay, so a little bit of flour on the peel, move it around, grab it underneath. I mean, it's pretty round, but you know, stretching toward the edge. Make it somewhat round, and then out we go. Moving fast, pizza in. It's in. Start the count. Give her one of these for the kids at home. Okay, and I usually count to about 20-ish. But what we're doing is we're looking in here. We want to see if the back edge kind of starts to bubble up, and then all this right here, you'll see it start to rise a little bit. Now I mentioned earlier that this one's going to be kind of like a mini New York style. That's just because I didn't get quite as much rise out of the dough as what I wanted to. So that's fine. You adapt. So we're going to go ahead and at this point we're going to go ahead and go underneath it all the way around, and we're gonna just kind of slowly, carefully rotate it 180 degrees. This is a small oven, so you have to be a little delicate. Okay. Count to 20 again. All right. 19, 20. Rotate 90 degrees, put it back in. $19, $20. Okay, and then another 180-degree rotation. You see how thin this one is. Crust is very thin. You can kind of check the bottom, see where we're at. Look at that. That's kind of what you want to see.
Nice.
We're almost done here. This is about the last rotation. This is where we're going to check the pizza to make sure that it's evenly cooked all around the outside. Another 20. Turn it around. See this little part right there? I'm going to put it back in there. I'm going to put it back in with that facing the back. So rotate it, and that's the only part that's not cooked all the way. So I'm going to give this a 10 count, and then that's it. And we're going to call it a pizza. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There she is. Nice, bubbly, crispy. Look at that bounce back. Not exactly round, but you know, that's how it goes sometimes. Oh, and this is a pro tip. Get you one of these right here and put your pizza on top for a couple minutes after it comes out of the oven, and the bottom will be a lot tastier. You won't get a sweaty pizza bottom. So you leave it right there for a couple minutes, you're gonna get a much better pizza experience. But let's take a look at this bottom just real fast for the camera. How's that look? Oh yeah, that's what you want to see right there. It's hot. We'll do a little bit of oregano, just a little. Over the top. I get a lot of comments asking why I don't do olive oil around the outside. It doesn't need it. I don't think it needs it. You do, if you want that, you can do that. Do that to your pizza. Let me know how it tastes. Yep. All right. So it's been sitting on this wire rack for a couple of minutes now. It's still hot, but the bottom is now, it's not steamed. There's been enough air kind of circulating underneath it so that it'll be nice. Be nice and dry, or nice and crispy. Slide it off. Okay. And we cut it. Then you know what to do. There is your cheesy pepperoni jalapeno miniature New York style pizza with the beautiful undercarriage.
And Poppy.
And there's Poppy.
It's pizza night.
It's pizza night. I'm New Young Pizza Guy. I'm Ian, New Young Pizza Guy. I'm Ian, aka New Young Pizza Guy. And enjoy. Oh, that's hot. All right. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.